And we're live. And we're live, to quote Matty Allen. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode. We got a lot of great news to talk about. We have the Hex chart, obviously, but we have also a lot of big influencers, including BitBoy Crypto, talking about Hex. Saying some very, very big things, like giving some very big info at one of his meetings. We're going to play that for you, and we're going to talk about it. We have articles talking about people losing faith in PulseChain, but obviously the featured story is the fact that Richard Hart just posted a massive update on PulseChain. Testnet V3 could be here within days, might even be here right now. Who knows? But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. What's going on in the chat? We got Chad Donnerschwanz is here. Hello, fellow Richard Hart Pulse V3 update enjoyers. You got it. Fomobic present. Todd, what is going on, Todd? Todd is a Patreon. Todd knows a lot about crypto. You too could become a Patreon. In the description, we just did a great meeting yesterday. You can watch the replay of that. You can join our next meeting. You can also view all the courses. We just did one on Maximus DAO, and we have one coming up this Wednesday, I believe, on Hex and the RH ecosystem. So you can watch the replays of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Uniswap, DeFi, and also participate in the upcoming ones in the Patreon link below. To Schwanz of House Donner has entered to chat. Peter, good day. What's going on, Peter? Long time no see. Thanks for tuning in. Hit like, subscribe, and book a consult with Furu. Thank you, Chad. Yes. In the description below, you can book a free consult with me. Free 15-minute consult. Please do that. Link in the description. And Hex Squid says sup, Hex Squid. Without further ado, we have the Bitcoin price chart. Bitcoin is been boring again. It's been boring since this pump. So we've been good like 2-3 weeks just going sideways. Looks like we dropped back down here, but this support line has held support, made it back above there, and we're holding this line right here at approximately 23,000 as support. But we got rejected. We got rejected off that 24,749. So these lines are pretty solid, huh? But it looks like we are consolidating. Technically, this is a rising wedge, so maybe we break down back to 20,979, or maybe not. But we got a long way down to 16,000, and we have an even longer way down to 11K in prey. I don't think we're going to 11K in prey. I think the bottom is in, folks. In fact, I just did a massive buy. I'm not a time the dips kind of person or time the events kind of person. I'm a DCA guy, but after the Richard Hart announcement today, I had to make a buy. Just had to do it. And I did it, and not looking back. But yeah, anyways, we got a boring Bitcoin and a boring crypto market, except for obviously where we are. But I think it's very safe to say, although it is never 100% safe, I think we bottomed. And right now it is February 27th, 2023. That's a very, very lengthening cycle if we go back down to 11K. It could take about 2 months to go down to 11K. That means we're talking about in April. We're talking about basically a May bottom. A May bottom? I don't think so. Especially with the Feds getting lower in their rate hikes and anticipating rate cuts. The future seems pretty bullish, although people are saying because inflation didn't go as much as it's down as much as expected, we could be having a 50 basis point rate hike, 50 basis point rate hike, and not 25. Anticipated is 25, and we could be getting a 50. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. We're only getting a 50 if inflation starts to heat up again. We're not getting a 50 basis point rate hike if inflation doesn't slow down as much as expected in one print. So still on the bullish trajectory, if you'd ask me. So I think that the bottom was 15,500. And I wonder if Richard Hart would think that too, but we don't know. Anyways, we got the Hex price. The Hex price is at 5.89 cents. Yeah, not much of a pump based on this Richard Hart announcement. If my calculations are, if my chart is correct, although I looked on the Coinbase chart and is this the right chart? I don't know. Is my chart not right? Yeah, it looks like it's right. We're at 5.8 cents after our massive run up from the Richard Hart tweets and the PulseChain sinking. We are finding support. You're finding support at the on this line right here at 5.2 cents, 5.3 cents. That's what it looks like, and hopefully, oh, it's not updating. See, you're right. Thank you, the Pulse Tube. It's not updating on TradingView. So is it updating on? So like, it's an issue on the exchange end. So where do we look? CoinMarketCap. I thought so. I thought so, man. Oh, so we're getting a massive pump. Holy crap, 6.5, 6.479. Good thing I bought. It's actually down on the 7-day chart. But 6.5 cents. So how about that? Did you guys buy on the news? Did you guys buy on the news? .66 on Dex Screener. I'll take it. Massive pump due to the PulseChain testnet V3. It's looking like testnet V3 is days away, which sounds silly because we've been saying that for days. We've been saying it's days away for months, as a matter of fact. So as far as that, I'm very bullish. It's looking like we're looking at perhaps a 10-cent testnet V3 launch. If testnet V3 is in, we're going to see how long, but a week to 2 weeks, we could be looking at 10 cents. What do you guys think? 10 cents and then maybe a 20, 30 cent mainnet, and then we pull back on the news, buy the rumor, sell the news. I don't know, but I don't know. This is very, very optimistic, guys. Again, if you're still in it, if you haven't pressed that red button, if you haven't emergency ended stake, if you haven't sold the bottom, expecting to get it under a penny, you should be very, very proud of yourself. Okay. You should be very, very proud of yourself. I really think that the worst is behind us, but that's some very good news. Wow. Glad to hear that because I saw my broken trading view. I thought we didn't get much up from that tweet, but it's looking like we're getting a lot of price appreciation based on that tweet. And it's looking like we're going to testnet V3. How long is testnet going to be? V3 going to be until mainnet, from testnet V3 till mainnet? I don't know. But Crispy Man, shout out to Crispy Man. He said 3 months till testnet V3. It's looking like it's going to happen a lot quicker than that. So shout out to that. Shout out to the Hex price. 63 watching. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the show. What else do we have? We have Hex daily stats, we have crypto bubbles. I'm sorry. Hex, one of the biggest gainers right now on the day, up 13.9%. There's XEM, which nobody cares about, but it's up like crazy. Synthetics? No, that's synthetics. Stacks token, MakerDAO, AGIX. Very green day. Unless you're holding Bitcoin, limp, you know what gains. Oh, no, it's Bitcoin SV. I'm sorry. Where's Bitcoin? The real Bitcoin. Up 0.6% on the day. Hex is up 13.9. Hex up 13.9. Bitcoin up 0.6. Sucks. Bitcoin's getting flipped, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, Hex daily stats. This is the wrong date. There we go. We're up over 1,000x, 1,050x from all-time low. 6.5 payout per T-share. 16.1 increase in T-share rate. 6.5, not bad. Consistently over 6. When are we going to start getting consistently over 7? That's going to be very exciting. 83 change in current holders and 57 change in current stakers from yesterday. The onboarding numbers remain incredible for Hex in the bear market. Triple digits, high double digits on the daily. So that's freaking awesome. I think we're in the right place, guys. I think we're in the right place, if you'd ask me. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Are we in the right place? Should we be somewhere else buying other things? I don't know. But if you're enjoying, hit the like and subscribe. And before we get into the main stories, we're gonna check out what you guys are saying. Feel free to like and subscribe, and go to the description and book your free one-on-one today. In the description. We got Hex Squid, Sup Hex Squid, Susie Q, Hi Wonderful Furu, GTSY, Family XOXO, Hearts. Hi Susie Q, you're wonderful, Susie Q. Big G Z, what's going on? Crypto Surfer 369, bullish if you are in the RH ecosystem. Very true. Rate hikes 25. If we get 25, nothing's happening. That's the expected. Davis, what's going on, Davis? TradingView was stealing our thunder. Very true, very true. And Chad Donner Schwans, I bought a couple of days ago during the pullback. Congratulations, dude. I bought today during the pump. I thought I was buying sort of a dip, but turns out that my trading view is broken, and that's why I didn't get as much as I thought I'd get. But congratulations. I continue to DCA. So I also bought during the dip because I DCA'd. So do I think PulseChain and PulseX will reach 50 cents? When? This bull run? No. In the future? Why not? I mean, why can't it? Another big buy today. Yesterday, $1.3 million buy would kick to 10 cents. Not much liquidity between 73 and 10. Well, yeah, there you go. Not much liquidity. That was what Axis Alive said. Shout out to Axis Alive 5555. He's been killing it. He does TA. I don't like TA, but I like Axis Alive, and he's really smart. And I really liked his video on Randy Olarsky. Hopefully he could come on the show too. But yeah, he pointed out the liquidity gap. Right, the liquidity gap between where we are now and 12 cents. Like, there's no liquidity until then. So not much money could bring us to a 12-cent hex. Ladies and gentlemen, we could have 12 cents within the next couple of days. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I want Hex to go down so I can buy more. I feel you, bro. Whales only might be right. Launch on 420, 420. Oh, because of 420. I don't think Richard Hart does that kind of thing. Like where he tries to like be cute. I don't think he does that, but maybe he's right. Whales only knows a lot. So IDK, why people get bummed out about low prices. It means you get more for less cash. That is true, but a lot of people have been at low prices for a very long time, and they got kind of bored of it, or they are out of cash. So even in low prices, they can't buy more. I'm not out of cash because I DCA, but there's going to come a point where I'm out of cash if I keep DCAing, and I'm going to want higher prices. I'm just not there yet, so I'm totally down for lower prices. I'm also totally down for higher prices because that means we're getting rich. So either way, it's good as long as it goes up and to the right in the long run. A lot of comments, guys. Neverlands. Hex is great, but I made more in AI coins. Honestly, don't sleep on this opportunity, guys. Listen, if there's an AI coin out there that you know about, like that you know is going to do well for the same sort of reasons that we know Hex is going to do well, then yeah, go for it. I just don't know AI enough. And chances are, now that everyone's talking about AI, it's probably not the best time to get in, but I don't know. I know AGI went from 3 cents to 40 cents. So that might be all the more reason not to get in. The time to get in was at 3, but listen, I don't know. Hopefully Hex will do that kind of thing and then go into the bull market. That's going to be insane. Crypto Freedom says, good morning, Furu. Let's go Hex 30 cent buy PulseChain mainnet launch. Woohoo. The video with Johnny about PulseChain and the 4 clients working together is something everyone should watch. Yeah, I agree. Yes, but now we got all 4. The bug was fixed. But yeah, definitely every video with Johnny is something that everybody should watch. Johnny is unbelievable. So yeah, that's that. Everyone 81 watching, please hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We got some stuff to talk about. One is Crypto Jamie Crypto. Jamie Crypto took to TikTok because he knows what's up. He knows where the party's at. He's got 1 million views on his TikTok of Richard Hart win, spreading truth and knowledge. In 22 days, 1 million views of Richard Hart in 22 days. Posting 1 clip a day is easy, and we can teach you. Let's go viral, like and retweet. Go like and retweet that tweet. That's an awesome tweet. And he gave me a shout out too. Appreciate the shout out. I had never expected it. TikTok is truly powerful. Furu Finance was right. Very true. Very true. And I think he linked the chat, and I'm going to link that in the comments. Yeah, there it is. If you're having any trouble making TikToks, get in the Hex TikTok and YouTube Shorts Telegram ASAP. 1 million views. That's what we've been pulling. The numbers speak for itself. The TikTok movement has been pulling millions of views. That's one single person who hasn't even posted TikToks of himself, only Richard Hart, and he got 1 million views. It's outbound. It is viral. It is only going to grow more and more viral. And if you think that that hasn't contributed to the price rise, think again. It makes a difference for the price. Virality, millions of views on Richard Hart, especially when they're targeted at cryptocurrency communities, makes a difference for the price. So shout out to Jamie Crypto. Go follow him. Go follow him on TikTok as well. And let's keep getting Hex viral. It's doing unbelievable things. It's been doing unbelievable things. Next up, we got Kevin O'Leary. quote tweeting Richard Hart. So he said, we're going to keep seeing these guys exchanges going to zero until we actually force regulation on these guys. And then Richard Hart says, you're the guy that invested in FTX, right? You were also a spokesperson for them, right? They paid you 15 million, right? How about you be quiet? Very true. Very true. He should be quiet. This guy got a lot of people wrecked. He's like, sorry, don't do quiet. Never have, never will. So what do I think about this? Well, not much. It's just a little bit of rah-rah. Richard Hart responded, we're going to keep seeing these influencers' credibility go to zero until we actually force regulation on these guys. Very true. Yes, we should be forcing regulation on the influencers who are taking millions of dollars. But yeah, nothing really substantive from Kevin O'Leary. I just like that he quote tweeted Richard Hart. I think that's very big. We appreciate Kevin O'Leary quote tweeting Richard Hart. And then with his 1 million followers, he got ratioed by someone with a quarter of the amount of followers. Which goes to show you that not all followers are created equal. He's got 803 likes on the quote tweet. Richard Hart got 2,057. I bet you also that Kevin O'Leary was probably thinking, who's this Richard Hart guy? After he got ratioed, he probably is like, wow, that doesn't happen much, especially on like 1 million followers. Who's this Richard Hart guy? And who knows? Maybe he'll be a Hexagon. Probably not, though, because Richard Hart is not going to be paying him $14 million to stream, right? So probably not going to be a Hexagon. He's not going to get paid $15 million to shill Hex. And you know how these people are. They're just a bunch of hoes. He was one of the biggest critics of crypto, and then all of a sudden he makes a 360 when Bankman-Fried comes in and gives him writes him that $15 million check, which is mostly gone because it got tied up in FTX. So he's a loser. We don't care about people like Kevin O'Leary. We don't have to grovel to Kevin O'Leary for credibility and for clout, but we appreciate that Kevin O'Leary quote tweeted Richard Hart. So we could give that a like. Give it a like. But we'll retweet Richard Hart. Positive reinforcement. Also, he didn't even say anything really negative about him. So cool. I don't mind that. But yeah, that was it for Kevin O'Leary. Then we got Crypto Artie. Go follow Crypto Artie if you haven't. He did a great job. I'm gonna play this for you guys. He was at a meetup with BitBoy Crypto, and he asked BitBoy Crypto about Richard Hart and Hex, and he even went as far to ask him if he is a Hexakin, right? If he's holding Hex Pulsechain. And BitBoy gave a very interesting answer. We're going to play it for you guys. So I'm going to have to remove this from the screen and reshare with tabs. But this was very interesting. But before we do that, we could just look at what you guys are saying in the chat. 93 watching. Please like and subscribe. Please go to furufinance.com. Schedule your free one-on-one today. Link is in the description. From Richard's tweets, I think the dev fixed a bug, but not the problem Johnny was talking about. No, didn't Johnny say that he should just leave behind Aragon because it was too hard? And you should get 3 instead of 4. But now the bug is fixed. So you have 4, right? You have 4 clients, I think. But correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Wonderful. Speaking about Mr. Wonderful. Think about it. Axis put out projection charts for Hex based on data and ratios, not factoring in PulseChain launch documentary, forced parity play, exchange listings, mass adoption, viral. Yeah, listen, if Axis has been very long Hex, like he was talking maybe even $10. So if he was underestimating it, I'd be very, very happy. And I would be very happy. And I think he'd be very happy to say he's wrong. And I think I'd be very happy to say he's wrong. But I don't know. I definitely hear you. A lot of people are saying that maybe Hex could only 4x its all-time high because that's what happened with coins the like of like Ethereum and Cardano and things like that. But I gave a similar answer to you. Like, you have to understand that it's not simply numbers where they do a couple thousand X and then they 4x the all-time high. You have to look at, you know, how many people know about it, how many potential onboards there are. And if you look at Hex, it's not on any centralized exchange yet. It's not on any centralized exchange yet. And it did a 10,000x. Why can't it do over 1,000x in its second cycle? Especially if it starts getting listings, which it will. It will get listings, and it will. And in the amount of like the amount of potential new onboards for Hex is insane. So I think we're early, if you'd ask me. But yeah, great point. Mr. Checks My Pulse. I think a bug was fixed, but they aren't working together. It's a different bug that they couldn't use the most current version. You're saying it's still, they can't get all four working at once? I don't know. I hope so. Hex will hit 78 in a couple of years, or according to Axis. Hopefully. I'd be nervous on a date with you. Why? I'm not a scary guy. I'm harmless. But yeah, let's get into the BitBoy video. 104 watching. Please like and subscribe. And please join the Patreon. Link is in the description for exclusive content, courses, Discord, everything like that. But yeah, let's get into this. This video is awesome. I guess I could pause along the way, maybe some reactions.
What's up, man? Thoughts on the world's biggest airdrop, PulseChain, and the amazing ecosystem that Richard Hart, my boy, founded.
Did y'all plant plants everywhere?
We're seated nice and well.
I like Richard. You guys know this. I do like Richard personally. I've always said this, and I will continue to say it. Like, I just don't really understand the way that Hex works and operates, and it continues to defy logic. What I will tell you is this:
3 years uptime, 100%, no admin keys, pure DeFi.
It's true. I mean, all the stuff you're saying is correct. I guess the question you get into is, you know the questions. Where did the ETH go? Who's got the ETH? What's he using? Now he was buying Bitcoin at 50 cents, so he's got a lot of money. So I'm not saying I have the answer to these questions, but these are the quick questions people ask about it. People putting money in, got a new project, or putting money in a new project. There's a lot of things about it that if it wasn't Richard Hart and I didn't tend to like him, I would probably call it a Ponzi and be very angry. It's got a lot.
Yeah, I think he's talking about like the centralized ownership, also the ETH from the adoption amplifier. Like, who really cares where that went? I mean, who cares? But what's it called? The centralized ownership is like a big thing in like the OA. I think these are the kind of concerns that he's raising, but you can't disaggregate that from the rest of crypto, because not all crypto, but the overwhelming majority of like successful ones, like BNB, for example, very centralized ownership, centralized to the point where there is, whether it's 90% or 80 or 70, whatever, there are wallets out there that could completely destroy the price. And Hex seems to always be the exception for some reason. But
A lot of hallmarks.
Are you a Hexican?
What's that?
Are you a Hexican?
Well, here's what I'll tell you guys. What I'll tell you is, yes, my recording. Can you take it down? Oh, is this? I can't.
That's another Hexican of mine.
Look, I will say this. This is what I will say. I will say there are some coins that we are going to be adding to our portfolio.
There you go.
That I never thought we would add to our portfolio.
All right.
There are some coins that we're adding to our portfolio that I didn't think will add to our portfolio. That's coming from one of the biggest crypto YouTubers out there. I mean, as a response to "Are you a Hexican?" basically said, "I am," but I'm not going to talk about it. But that's so big. That is so big that they're adding that to their portfolio.
And that doesn't mean that we're going to get in depth and we're going to support those coins from a content perspective, but it does mean when we get back to doing portfolio, because I don't know if y'all know, like almost all our altcoins are on Celsius. That's why we've gotten away from doing the public portfolio videos, because we don't know how much we have anymore, because so much of it's on there. We don't know if we're getting back. So we're just trying to wait. So me and TJ are actually meeting next week about what coins we're going to be wanting to add. And I will say they're having conversations. And just from a pure speculation perspective, because it's starting to run a little bit, and it doesn't look bad. Or just
starting to run a little bit. They're starting to feel a little bit left behind. That's what it looks like.
Pure price speculation. We got to be careful, because if something were to ever happen, we can't. I'm not willing to put my name behind it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't like that he said that he's not willing to put his name right after he said that he lost all his money in his portfolio, or like the majority of it to Celsius. He was willing to put his name behind Celsius, which had middlemen, which was subject to the risk of middlemen. Same with FTX and Bybit and everything else. You are subject to a lot more risk with companies and middlemen and centralized exchanges, centralized lending platforms. And he has affiliate marketed for them and has shilled their tokens. But people have to realize he's saying it's because he's afraid to put his name behind it, but he's not. It's more that he's afraid. First of all, there probably could be conflict of interest with his other endorsements, like with the case with Crypto Mason. Crypto Mason had a Binance partnership for a long time and was very reluctant to talk about Richard Hart. Then his Binance partnership ended, and he started talking about Richard Hart more. So he probably has, BitBoy Crypto probably has other clients out, not other, but he has clients out there that are not so friendly to Richard Hart, to say the least. And obviously, he knows that he can't talk openly about it due to that conflict of interest. And obviously, also the communities that he shills, like XRP and Cardano and Ethereum, they do not take too kindly to Hex as well. And as engaging as Hex is, and as much as they punch above their weight class, it's not nearly as big in terms of participants. And he doesn't want to lose that. So that's probably why he's not talking about it. I don't think he really means it when he says he doesn't want to put his name behind it. I think he's okay with putting his name behind it. He sacrificed. He looks like he's buying or considering strongly buying Hex. But at the same time, all these big influencers have conflicts of interest. That's just the way it is. So that's why I keep saying you can't really expect these guys to go all out and shill it until it's already too late. But that is the opportunity. That means you are in the ecosystem early. But yeah, let's keep playing.
I hope the Hexicans are good with my stance on that.
Much appreciated.
What's that?
Much appreciated.
Yeah, I've never called it a scam. I do like Richard, and I just try to keep my personal relationship.
You went to a concert with him too?
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
What'd you think about Richard, honey?
Oh, I couldn't hear that one. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Artie. That was like, he got a good soundbite out of that. So yeah, go follow at Crypto Artie. But yeah, that just further shows that really Hex is the next big thing. And then there was the Ivan on Tech. The Ivan on Tech's been talking about it heavily. He's been more open about it. I think he maybe has less conflict of interest. I think also Ivan's demographic is a lot more intelligent, seemingly, than BitBoy's demographic. And more intelligent people seem to be more open to Hex, because more intelligent people generally have better critical thinking skills. Let me see if I could find it's on QDP's tweet. So it's that and he has more of his own like self-sustaining business where he doesn't rely as much on sponsorships. I don't know exactly, but he has a big like academy and things like that. Seemingly less conflicts of interest and a more intelligent audience is what allows him maybe to speak more openly than BitBoy. But even BitBoy
bit of downward today. I think a lot has to do with the current situation with DeFi guys. This is I think this is creating a bit of waves where investors are starting to question DeFi a bit, because what the hell? It's supposed to be decentralized. Some guys update the contract because they got a court order. What if Polygon gets a court order? They can take billions of dollars and give it to the court. Literally, this is problem. This is a big problem, and we gotta go back to the principles of decentralization. No admin key. I mean, there is one project that has been doing it all along. That's why I'm waiting for PulseChain. With PulseChain and Richard Hart, he's been speaking about this for quite some time, and now the industry is coming to that point where we're realizing, what the hell, you cannot have admin key.
If you guys understand how big that is, he's saying the industry is coming to that point, like now they're coming to that point, that what Richard Hart's been saying for so long, you know, is more prevalent than ever. And he's waiting for PulseChain. He's going all in on PulseChain, guys. So it's BitBoy Crypto, over 1 million subs. Ivan on Tech's got a couple 100K, and even Crypto Mason. I actually discussed this in the Patreon meeting yesterday. Okay, TikTok. He quoted Richard Hart even in his latest TikTok. Where is he? Mason. Right over here.
I'm about to tell you how to actually change your life with the crypto market. And once you know and understand what I'm about to tell you in this video, you will be the most powerful archetype in all of crypto. In the words of Richard Hart, there are only 2 types of people that get extremely rich in crypto. Number 1 is founders, and number 2 is holders.
Yeah, I like, by the way, that Crypto Mason quotes him. I think it's very important to quote people when you are saying something that they came up with. And Crypto Mason, that tells me he's a solid dude in a way. But yeah, that 1.2 million followers on TikTok, he's like one of the most viral people in crypto. And he's talking about Richard Hart. You have Ivan on Tech talking about Richard Hart, being all in on PulseChain. And then there's BitBoy Crypto basically talking about Richard Hart. So yeah, I mean, I think this is things are really, just look at the trajectory. This was like unheard of. This is like a wet dream of a Hexagon 2 years ago, would be for all these influencers to be speaking so strongly on this man and on his projects, and it's happening. Are they going all in on it? No, not yet. That's because Hex isn't mainstream yet. These are mainstream crypto influencers. Mainstream crypto influencers cover that which is mainstream. They're not covering the niche. But what is in the niche emerges into the mainstream. It starts out as a niche, right? Bitcoin started out as a niche, as on the fringes, and then it went to the mainstream. Hex is currently in the state of being in the fringes, but that is all changing, and we see it changing in front of our eyes. And if you think it's not because of the TikToks, think again. The TikToks made a huge difference, especially for Crypto Mason, who's on TikTok, whose feed probably got lit up with TikToks of Richard Hart, because like I said, Jamie got 1 million in 22 days. 1 million views. 1 million views in 22 days. One person making TikToks about Hex. Think about the entire group, and then think about, like, combine that. We're getting close to 100 million views of Richard Hart on TikTok. It's making a huge difference. It's making it more palatable because more people know about him. That makes mainstream influencers more comfortable to talk about him. And that's why they are talking about him more. But it's also because of the great work of people in the Hex community, like Abit Hex. What's going on, Abit? And Abit, I'm going to be on Abit Hex's channel tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Eastern. Go subscribe to Abit Hex and turn on your notifications so you won't miss it. But I'm very excited to be on with Abit Hex tomorrow. It's going to be really fun. But that is huge. So shout out to that. And then I'll take a look at your chats, and then we'll get into the main story, which is the massive PulseChain update from Richard Hart. But guys, do you have any big questions about Hex, Pulse, PulseX, crypto in general that you want answered, or your PulseChain launch preparation, just anything? Go book a free one-on-one at furufinance.com. Link is in the description. What are you guys saying? BEP4. Hex is very hard to get into and understand, to be fair. I understand why so many people get confused. It took me a long time to put all the pieces together. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like Bitcoin also was very hard to understand and, figure out. But now it's not as hard because everyone knows about it and everyone understands it. Same thing with the internet, and same thing with Google search engines. Like, once everyone's using it, it's pretty easy to understand, and it's pretty late. So yeah, that's really that. But if you are having trouble understanding these things, obviously you can book a one-on-one at furufinance.com, or you can go to the Patreon. Awesome courses there. But like and subscribe. Yes, 100%, Furu. If we see them all talk about Pulse, it's probably a top signal. Yes. Maybe it's not a top signal. It's like a pre-top. The television is the top, though. The television is the top. But yeah. Hex is an IQ test. Many fail, and the longer they take, the higher the T goes. Very true. The higher the T share goes. Very true. Crypto Surfer. I didn't realize all the influencers went hard into PulseChain. Yeah. And it's not just the ones I talked about. There are other ones that went hard, but they don't even talk about it. At least like BitBoy and Ivan have the dignity of talking about it. Same thing with Rand Nooner. Like, he talks about it. Like, Carl the Moon doesn't even talk about it because Carl the Moon is sponsored by Bybit and Empires, whatever the hell. Like, guy's got a lot of conflicts of interest. And these conflicts of interest get in the way of your interest, right? Right? Like, if they can't talk about the coins that are big moon runners, like Hex, because evil empire, whatever Carl the Moon's doing, is not going to be okay with it, then that's a problem for you, his audience. 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Yeah, very true. Get on that. Are you subscribed? Go and subscribe to 8-Bit Hex, 8-Bit_Hex, 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Do you think it'll launch this summer? I think so. Great news on your channel today. Hex is starting to... Yeah, we didn't even get to the main story, but yeah, thank you. A long, long day ago. Sticky... Are you going to enter Pulse ASAP the second it launches all in, or do a couple of entries and watch the price? I'm going to do a lot when it launches, but I'm also going to DCA. I'm not watching the price because people that wait for dips, right? It could, if let's say it launches at, let's say for example's sake, 1 cent, and you wait for a dip. Let's say it goes all the way up to 20 cents and the dip goes down to 5 cents. You would have done better off if you bought it at 1 cent on launch. So waiting for the dip could be, even the bottom of the dip could be a lot higher than the launch price. But it could also be a lot lower than launch price, which is why you do some now and some later. You can't lose like that. Usually when you wait for dips, it never, you do something stupid, at least based on my experience. But yeah, when you say you usually sound like Donald Trump, well, I wasn't trying for that, but thanks. Yes, Hex is just like Bitcoin, and look at the Bitcoin all-time price chart. Yeah, 2010. Hex is already looking like that, and will probably mimic. I think it'll do better than Bitcoin. Game theory is better than Bitcoin, and game theory matters. Are you worried about Gary and SEC coming for all altcoins? No. What's there really to worry about? It's not a security. It's gotta pass all 4 legs, and it likely fails all 4 legs of the Howey test. No, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried. But yeah, let's get into the PulseChain launch, guys. If you have any questions, super chats or whatever, go leave it now. I'll get back to it at the end of the show or later. But we got our main story is Richard Hart at Richard Hart Win tweeting massive PulseChain update, guys, which led to a massive price pump where we are at, let's see, 6.5 right now. Not bad, not bad. But great PulseChain.com news. Devs beat the bug and got stage 9 to complete in Pulse Aragon. This means it's likely that all the remaining metadata generating stages will complete as well. All clients are testing well now. Oh, you see that? So all 4. So that means all 4. That means all 4 are testing well. So all 4 are working. That's very good. And the tooling is being prepared for testnet V3 launch. The tooling is being prepared, guys. The tooling is being prepared for testnet V3 launch. That is not a Furu Finance tweet. It's not a KDP tweet. It's not a Havid Hex tweet. It's not an Abit Hex tweet. It's a Richard Hart Win tweet. The tooling is being prepared. Testnet V3 is already launched privately with 3 of the 4, but now 4 of the 4, and the tooling is being prepared for testnet V3 launch. That's very big. That's very big news. That means that we are very, very close. And how close are we? We're going to get into that. But screenshot of when they knew the bug was dead. The bug is dead. Yeah, I can't read that. You're gonna have to ask Abit Hex about that. He probably knows a little bit more than me. But that's very big. That's very, very big. Okay. So when PulseChain, well, I found the response. The best response I could find was from Dolomite. So follow at Dolomite Hex. He said, and like and retweet this also. This means probably stage 10 will finish in the next 2 days max. Let's pull this up. Then sometime to make a snapshot file to share with new validators, update the website and GitHub documentation, launch. Now I believe 2 more weeks or less. 2 more weeks. You guys hear 2 more weeks, you probably just shut off. But this time it's different. But everyone said this time is different. But this time is really different. But everyone said this time is really different. So is this time any different? I really think this time is different, okay? So he believes 2 more weeks. And then he rescinded that. He said, actually, stage 10 probably already finished. We are close, very close, guys. Probably 2 more days. Holy shit. 2 more days. Stage 9, stage 10. 2 more days. Wow. Oh, wow. You heard that from him. That wasn't from me, okay? 2 more days? 2 more days till PulseChain? That's crazy. Are you sure it is 16? 10th stage is the fastest. Okay. Looks like there's 10 stages, not 16 stages. Whatever. Yeah, there you go. 2 more days. I'm gonna go with 2 weeks. I think I'm gonna stay on the safe side. Oh shoot. I keep forgetting. Stop screen. Present. Damn it. Window. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so that's that was that, and then just you guys could see the chart. He said 2 more days. Do you guys think it's 2 more days? I can't. Well, also you need the tools, right? The tooling is being prepared. It's at least a week, okay? It's not 2 more days. It doesn't make any sense that it's 2 more days. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but yeah. So then we got PulseChain news and talk. I always look at them when there's like a big tweet. So look at Alex McWhirter, the Hedron guy, but he didn't have anything today. So big weekend for PulseChain testnet V3, 100% confirmed, launch imminent. You like put in all the buzzwords for like clickbait thumbnails. Testnet V3, 100% confirmed, launch imminent. Testnet V2B running seamlessly. Expect a huge design UI upgrade with testnet V3, 623 PLS validators. I know Funding Jim wanted a lot of validators. It's now 623 PLS validators, nearly 224 million Ethereum addresses to be copied onto PulseChain network at launch. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see if the Hedron guy, Alex, Mr. Hedron. He did not tweet on that. Is there anyone else to look at for updates? Hexadon is good. Shout out to Hexadon. Hexadon. He just retweeted it. Maybe we'll get like a more in-depth thing. Oh, there's also K4K sometimes has good stuff. K4K. Testnet V3 coming so soon. Get ready for the start of the bull market. There we go. Okay. So it seems like Dolomite right now has the best tweet explaining the tweet by Richard Hart. It seems like it's very, very soon. Okay, guys? Very, very soon. Very so soon. Launch imminent. Days away. Whatever caption you want for your clickbait thumbnail. But yeah, that's very big. That's very big, folks. That is very big. So what is the price target for PulseChain launch? Right now, Hex is sitting at, we don't have our lines. Hex right now at 6.5 cents. Could we get a 10-cent V? Well, if it goes to 10 cents, it's going to 12 because Access Alive said that the heavy liquidity is set at 12. So maybe we get a 12-cent V3 and maybe like a 20-cent mainnet. Or maybe 30-cent mainnet. It could be 30-cent mainnet. I don't know. What do you guys think? What is your target for testnet V3 and mainnet launch? But it would make sense to say a 12-cent testnet V3 based on the Access Alive liquidity sandwich. And then maybe we could go to 20, 30 for mainnet. And if, let's say if Hex is trading at 30 cents, within a couple months, before the scheduled halving and, whole euphoric bull market, anybody that thinks it's only going to like $1.80, I think is delusional. I mean, it could go like $10, but I don't know. But let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Or the super chat. And before I get into that, obviously, go to furufinance.com, schedule your one-on-one, your crypto tutoring. My goal is to get you from where you are to where you want to be. So yeah, go to furufinance.com and schedule the free call on your time. You pick the time and date. But yeah, link is in the chat for that. But that's really it for the in terms of the PulseChain testnet V3 imminent launch days away, V2 ready, private testnet live stuff. What are you guys saying in the chats? We're going to go take a look. I've told about 30 people about Hex, but none of them understand the math and none of them trust Richard when they look him up. It's very funny that everyone says they have problems with trusting Richard. Probably the first thing they see is maybe him walking out of Louis Vuitton with the bag in both hands and in the mouth. So like, oh yeah, this guy's easily a scammer. It's very hard not to trust him if you show them probably the best thing to show them is the Kitco News interview, either one, but it's exceptional and it's pretty hard not to trust him after you watch that. I don't know what you guys are doing wrong. I literally never ever had a problem of people trusting Richard Hart when I onboarded. I've had problems that people just think crypto is a big scam in general. But generally, when people are into crypto and they want to buy crypto and I tell them about Hex, I never had that issue. And I think maybe the problem isn't in Richard Hart, but it's in you. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know. It could be also, you're probably going to a demographic that's already has that negative outlook on Hex. Like you're probably going to most people. And this is how you know maybe the bottom's in, we capitulated, because I keep on saying it feels like, cryptos, there's so many things happening in there because it's like such an obvious thing that it's going to come back because you're in the bubble, but it's a small bubble. And when you're in it, especially our bubble, it could feel very immersive and engaging and like things are happening. But to most people that aren't in the know, when they think of crypto, they really think of FTX. So yeah, I mean, if I tried onboarding the people I went up to and said, they asked you like, what do you do? I say I do crypto, whatever. If I tried onboarding them, they'd laugh at me. So I think the important thing to do right now, like right now we're in the bear market, the best people to onboard are people that are already familiar with cryptocurrency, people that are already into cryptocurrency. They don't necessarily have to know a lot about cryptocurrency, but they have to be open to it, meaning they have to understand the cyclical nature. They have to understand that it keeps coming back. It's a certain kind of person. It's a niche person. It's not your run-in-the-mill person that's buying, index funds and things like that. But if you get to the right people, I don't think you should have an issue if you're doing the onboarding right. You could also send them to me. You could send them to my website and do a free one-on-one, and I think I'll be able to help with that. But I don't know. I mean, you have to accept the reality that right now people do not have a good outlook on crypto, and that will change. One, when regulation comes, and two, when price appreciation comes. So you're gonna have to look at regulation and price appreciation. It rhymes. Cute. But yeah, you have to accept that reality. And going over to regular people that, when the stock market is down 30%, they're panicking. It's probably not going to work well, at least for now. And that's why I like TikTok, because TikTok is targeted. TikTok, you can use hashtags and get to people that are already in the know, like Uni or Aave or Ethereum, Cardano. Other crypto communities are really the onboard juggernaut, if you'd ask me. But yeah, thanks. Wonderful. It's okay. I'll just buy more Hex myself. Please say huge again. I just said it. Huge. Also, me and Trump were also both New Yorkers, so that could be part of it. PulseChain can actually make Hex outperform Bitcoin. Very true. Very true. Gabriel says block 15,600,672,483 of 15,689,673. Only 17,190 blocks left. At 10-second block time on PulseChain, that's about 48 hours left. Oh, wow. It automatically launches once all the blocks are filled, I guess. I guess you're talking about all the blocks previous are synced. Then that's very big. Yeah. I mean, that's maybe it is 2 days. But what if the tools aren't prepared? What if the tools aren't prepared? What if the UI isn't finished, but it's all synced? The synced does, I don't know. I could be totally talking out of my ass, but I'd assume that the syncing is not the only thing that matters. So maybe there's other things, but I think that we're very, very close. I think we're very close. So yes, thank you. Very good. That's a good comment. Gabriel. Like and share right now. So thank you, Stefan. Appreciate you sharing. I always appreciate when you share. And Stefan always retweets or tweets the link to my stream and tags me. And I like and retweet it. And you too could get liked and retweeted by me if you tag me on Twitter at Furu Finance and you link the stream. But shout out to Stefan. Susie Q says that will be a great show tomorrow, 7 p.m. Abit and Furu. Yeah, thank you, Susie Q, and welcome to the show. I don't think I've seen you here. Please like and subscribe, and I appreciate you, Susie Q. Not financial advice. You have a simple strategy to get PulseChain if you missed the sacrifice. Yes, and I talk about it in the one-on-ones at furufinance.com. You could book a free one with me and we could talk about it. And I could also tell you now the simple strategy, though, like simply speaking, is to be holding liquid hex. And then you can trade that copied over liquid hex because PulseChain is a system state copy. So all your ERC20s are getting copied. So your hex is getting copied, and hex is the most liquid, probably going to be the most liquid. Hex and Pulse and PulseX are going to be the most liquid pairings on PulseX. So you'll probably be able to get a decent amount of PulseChain for your liquid hex in the first 2 days. Then what you can do is when the bridge opens after 2 days, and if bridge is gibberish, then you got to book a one-on-one, or the Patreon has a great bridge lesson also, which you could check that out on. But basically you can send from your PulseChain, you could send your eHex in there and also buy Pulse and PulseX, or you could send your USDC on the bridge. You could send your USDC from Ethereum to PulseChain and also buy Pulse. Now, how you buy it, that's another thing. It's like, do you buy it all at once, or do you dollar cost average? So there's a lot of things to break down. But yeah, good question. $116 watching. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying, and become a Patreon. Link in the description. Courses, Discord, Zoom meetings, awesome stuff. Awesome discounts and benefits and access. DMs, Patreon in the description. Bet 4. I love how Richard Hart doesn't care about being politically correct. That's how I knew I could trust him. He doesn't put up a facade. Everything he says can be fact-checked, but somehow people don't trust him. It's true. Some people just don't believe anything until the news talks about it. That's another thing. So when you're talking about an onboard, you're probably more likely to succeed with the demographic that doesn't trust the media. And I'll let you come to that conclusion on your own. But those people are generally better critical thinkers. You have to be looking at critical thinkers. because when Hex is on the fringe, you have to market it to the fringe. And yeah, so good point. That's why your TikTok plan will work using the same principle for the masses. Yeah, very true. And speaking about TikTok, Jamie Crypto, yo, Jamie, you got to go back. You got to rewind because we talk about your tweet about getting one. What was it? Was it over 1 million in under 22 days? So yeah, go rewind for that. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, Jamie. Should make you a mod in the chat. In the Telegram chat. I'm going to do that. Could make you a mod here too, but I can't do it on StreamYard. Do you think PulseX staking will be available from day one? Why wouldn't it be? Day 1 and 2 is pre-bridge, so you can't bring US dollars on. When you stake your PulseX, are you earning US dollars? No, you're earning this other token. But yeah. Oh, but Jamie says he doesn't think so. So I don't know. Good day. Everything is energy. And Susie Q says, I watch you all the time. Furu, lucky to catch you live. Thank you, Susie Q. I'm lucky to catch you live. I'm lucky to catch you live. But thank you again for tuning in. We got 119 people watching. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure that you join the Patreon, and make sure you go to furufinance.com and book your free one-on-one with me. Link is in the description. But are there any more questions? If you guys have any more questions, now is the time. But we could actually pull up the Hex chart on not TradingView, because, or we could check out this article. I'll check it out tomorrow. Richard Hart's followers lose faith as PulseChain PulseX faces delay. This came out today, and obviously not really ringing to be true, especially after the latest update. But 6.4 cents right now. That's the log. The lag. Linear. Yeah, we're at 6.494 right now. Oh, 6.5. When 12 cents. Fabrizio V says, did the snapshot already take place, or it will take place as soon as mainnet is live? It will take place as soon as mainnet is live. The snapshot for testnet V3 will take place when testnet V3 goes live, and there's no snapshot and then launch. I'm pretty sure that the snapshot happens when it launches. 35% Pulse, 35% PulseX, 20% Hex, 10% Stratos. That's your portfolio balance. Cool. I don't know what Stratos is. Thanks for the shout out, man. Thanks for the amazing work, man. You well-deserved shout out. As a matter of fact, we're gonna pull you up on the screen right now. If you guys want to see the viewership that Jamie's actually pulling. It's incredible. Jamie. Look at this. Jamie Crypto won 27,000 on his latest TikTok. That's incredible. Nobody's pulling this viewership on YouTube. I don't think any other Hexkins even pulling this viewership on TikTok. I think you are pulling. Maybe Super Hex Win because he's the biggest channel, or who's the other aggregator? El Hexidente, maybe, but El Hexidente's not been posting. 27.9 thousand on one post. I mean, that one's probably going 100,000. But then even like 16,000 is insane. No one's getting 5-digit viewership on YouTube. Nobody. Not even Crypto Coffee right now. 19,000. And you got to think there is a score rate, right? So you got to think that out of 19,000, like how many people are going to end up being on board? I'm not saying they're going to end up onboarding right away, but maybe after a few more videos coming on their feed, or after some price action, whatever. You got to say, what is it? 1%, 19 onboards. That's crazy for one video. I don't know what the percentage is. So like, look at the hashtag crypto, hashtag cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Coinbase, Gensler, XRP trading, crypto trading. Amazing. This is going straight to the demographic that is, a very good potential on board. You're going to crypto people. Like I keep saying, like it's going to be very hard getting regular people into Hex. It's probably very hard getting regular people into Bitcoin right now. Okay. So imagine Hex, like you can't get regular people in. You have to get regular people into. You have to get crypto people, because crypto people, are more open to it, and also it's more seamless. They know how to use Dexes. They know security. So yeah, like right there, 152,000, boom, 453,000. Crazy viewership. This is insane, dude. Yeah, congratulations to you. I'm gonna link your TikTok in the comments section, and you guys are going to follow him and like and repost all his stuff. Giovanni Lopez says, can I swap my USDC in pre-bridge? Book a one-on-one, furufinance.com, and we could talk all about it, and it's free. But can I swap? You can swap your copied over USDC in the pre-bridge. So like I said, right, all the ERC20s are getting copied over. So Hex is getting copied over. USDC is an ERC20, so it is getting copied over. The thing is that the copied USDC will not be backed by $1, right? All the outstanding USDC on Ethereum is backed, or supposed to be backed. I don't know if they're doing any funny business, in a treasury. It's supposed to be backed in a treasury in Circle, meaning you can go to Circle with that USD token and redeem it for $1. That's why it's worth $1. That is why it can buy $1 worth of any crypto. But when they copy over all of the USDC from Ethereum onto PulseChain, is there backing of $1 in Circle's treasury? Are they is Circle's treasury, which is in fiat, going to be doubled also? No, it's not going to be doubled. Is Circle going to add? Are they going to 2x all of their USD treasury to back people's PRC20s? Absolutely not, because that's essentially giving everybody free money. They wouldn't do that. So it's going to be worth not $1, likely going to be worth a lot less than $1. And there's probably going to be very low liquidity on it. So yes, you can swap your USDC, but you're not going to get $1 worth out of it. You're probably going to be getting a lot less. But does that answer your question, Giovanni Lopez? Hope it does. And just a reminder, you can book a free one-on-one at furufinance.com. I can answer all of your questions. And you can join the Patreon and get in the Discord with like-minded people. And we can answer all your questions there as well. And you get discounts and courses, live courses, and the access to the recordings and all those kinds of things. So, yeah. And it supports the show. And support the show. So links are in the description. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, Giovanni Lopez. We're hour 15 minutes in. We got 114 people watching. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you like and subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Have you guys given it a thumbs up? Please give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. And he's going to look into the one-on-one book. Thanks. Awesome, Giovanni. But yeah. So yeah, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't, I'll wait another second if you guys have any other questions. If not, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you go to furufinance.com. Make sure you join the Patreon. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at furufinance. But just a great day. It's a great day for Hex. It's a great day for crypto. Because Hex is crypto, ladies and gentlemen. 6.5 right now. 6.47, no, 6.51 right now. We're pumping. Our bags are pumping. PulseChain launch is imminent. But yeah. All right. I guess that is it for the day. Please, again, like and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Go to furufinance.com, book your free one-on-one, and get in the Patreon. I will see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time for another great episode. Have a great rest of your day.